Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we're going to look at Bitcoin BTC, and we're also going to look at several altcoins. We're going to look at Cardano, XLM, Ether, and a couple other altcoins and the gains that they have made over the month. Guys, you don't want to miss a second of this update, especially if you hold cryptocurrency. This pertains to you. So guys, without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. Back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some of the altcoins. We're going to look at technical and fundamental data for these asset classes. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what we're looking at. So Bitcoin still looking bullish in my personal opinion, as we have this golden cross and are now testing and bouncing off of the 50 EMA on the daily time frame. So Bitcoin could come all the way down to the 200 EMA at 23,000, or at this overall upsloping resistance around the same level, 22,000, and still be very, very bullish in my opinion. It also did not test this level here yet, so Bitcoin could still come down a little bit of ways and still be very bullish in my opinion. I think that it's starting a new uptrend. Now, again, we could see significant pullback down to these $20,000 levels, but I think $15,000 is going to be the low. Worst case scenario, we trend sideways or trend upwards and then have a wick down, like a quick wick down, retesting the bottom, and then launch up like we've seen in the bear markets in the past for Bitcoin. So we've seen it do things like that before in the previous bear markets for Bitcoin. We've seen it build bases and then wick down like right here. So it came down, built a base, shot up, consolidated, had a little bit of downside, and then wicked down, and then absolutely took off from there. So that is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. I also did have this interesting fractal showing Bitcoin absolutely going parabolic, but with this recent pullback, I really don't know how much validity this has. Again, it does show pullbacks in this fractal. I had it lined up a little bit better last time, and it does show pullbacks in this fractal. But again, I don't know how much validity it has with this, but it does show us absolutely going parabolic, which would be absolutely insane, which is one possibility of many. But my personal opinion is that we are going to see a little bit of more consolidation upwards, basically consolidating this way, maybe pull back and then have a wick down to a lower range and then absolutely take off to the upside. That is going into 2024, as you guys can see around that time period. So again, I think we're going to consolidate up. This is weekly candles into 2023, maybe have a quick pullback, and then around having 2024 absolutely start to launch. But I do think Bitcoin is entering a new bull market, and the reason why I do think that is because on the bigger time frame, the bigger picture, you guys can see that we have this weekly we have the weekly MACD, which is green. We are also getting a weekly golden cross. As you guys can see, when the 50 moves over the 200 EMA, that is a golden cross. So we have it on the daily time frame, and we're getting it on the weekly time frame as well. Another thing we have that indicates a large movement is coming, as you guys can see that golden cross right there. But another thing we have that indicates a large move is coming is the fact that we have on the super trend. So we're going to go ahead and pop on the super trend and show you guys what we're looking at. We have a buy signal on the bigger time frames with buy signals on the so we have buy signals on the bigger time frames, and we have buy signals that line up with significant movements to the upside for Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and see what we're looking at with the buy signal right here. As you guys can see, we have that buy signal on the weekly time frame. Last time we had something like this, we've seen a significant run up for Bitcoin. As you guys can see, we've seen this run up here, and then we've seen another massive run up before that when it went from about 3,000 to 60,000, 64,000. So right here, as you guys can see, about 4,000, 3,000, all the way up here. So we do have massive indications that movement is coming for these asset classes. Also, if you guys look at Ethereum, Ethereum is the same way as well. As you guys can see, buy signal on the weekly time frame. Last time Ethereum had those, we had major run-ups for Ethereum. So I do think altcoins and Bitcoin are going to see significant movement to the upside. They also made a nice bottoming pattern, and Bitcoin did as well, as we have this falling wedge breakout. As you guys can see, we have this falling wedge, retested it, and now are breaking out to the upside in this uptrend, which I do believe is going to continue. So I do think all of these asset classes are bullish. Now let's go ahead and look at XLM, Stellar XLM, and see what we're looking at in the technicals for that, and see if we see any indications of a upward movement. So Stellar XMM has had a great couple of weeks, had a nice movement to the upside. It is in this overall uptrend, as you guys can see, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low. So it is in a overall uptrend on the bigger time of things. Now there is no big buy signals on the weekly time frame. You did have one on the daily time frame, but it now is turned to a sell signal. But it does look like we are moving to the extent of the bullishness, and it looks like some bearishness or bearishness is ending, and bullishness is coming for XLM. Now I do expect this uptrend to continue with the overall market, and I do think this coin could see significant gains, especially if the court case with XRP gets handled, because XLM and XRP are closely related. Now it is not XRP, so obviously it would benefit XRP a lot more, but I do think once the court case gets done, that XLM could see a nice movement to the upside, in my personal opinion. And also once altcoin season, this could see significant gains because it has in the past. So that's what I'm looking at for Stellar XLM. I want to quickly look at Cosmos and Cardano. So as you guys can see, Cosmos looks very bullish in my personal opinion. As you guys can see, we have this buy signal on the daily time frame and this overall breakout of this bullish pennant right here. We also have it off of the lows. So as you guys can see, it's significantly off of the lows, and this coin pays staking. So you can get staking points, significant amount, from 18 to 24% off of this coin and while you're holding it. So you can earn staking while you're holding this coin, and it looks very, very bullish for a nice move to the upside, in my personal opinion. If you put on the EMAs, you guys can see that it is very close to getting over its 200 EMA and getting above that. So when something gets over its 200 EMA on the larger time frames, that is a very, very bullish indication. As you guys can see, the 200 EMA is marked in white, and if it gets above it and stays above it, it has tested it several times and got rejected, but if it can get above it and stay above it, it could see a very bullish move, in my personal opinion. It also had these golden crosses on the daily time frame, so if it gets a little bit more push up to the upside from, say, Bitcoin moving to the upside, it could get another golden cross, which is another significant move to the upside, and crossing its 200 EMA at the same time. So this coin just needs a little bit more push to the upside, maybe from the crypto market or the breakout of this pennant to the upside, and to see a nice movement to the upside. So I do think that this coin could see significant movement to the upside. This is Cosmos Atom. Let's go ahead and look at Cardano, and then look at some fundamentals, and then go ahead and wrap up the video. So Cardano is in this upwards trend. So we have this overall uptrend, and it is significantly off of the lows. So as you guys can see, this was the lows right here, made a nice bottom, and now is in a uptrend. I do think Cardano is going to absolutely kill it in the new bull market, and as you guys can see, it's actually working on a golden cross. Once the gold EMA crosses over the white EMA, that is golden cross. It is working on a golden cross on the daily time frame. So that is a very bullish indicator. As you guys can see, it has a golden cross on the 4-hour time frame, and it has been able to maintain that golden cross. So that is a bullish indication that you will see that golden cross on the 4-hour time frame. RSI is also getting very oversold on the 4-hour time frame, telling you that this could be a potential bottom for Cardano, and it could be moving to the upside, especially if the Bitcoin market decides to move to the upside, giving all of these altcoins a push to the upside. I do think Cardano could see significant gains off of the technical analysis that I'm seeing, and the movement that it has made off of the bottom since Bitcoin made its movement off of the bottom as
well. If we go ahead and put on the super trend to see if we have any buy or sell signals, we can go ahead and indicate and see what we are looking at there. So as you guys can see, we do have a buy signal on the daily time frame and a sell signal on the 4-hour time frame due to this recent price action. Now, you did have this big buy signal that rode you up to the top, but we still have a buy signal on the daily time frame telling us that this move could still have momentum to the upside, and we could still see a movement to the upside on the bigger time frames following this uptrend. So that is what I'm looking at for Cardano ADA. So guys, things overall in the crypto market looks like we're going to get a bounce. Bitcoin is basically in this falling wedge, as you guys can see. I'll go ahead and zoom in. Bitcoin is in a bit of a falling wedge right now. So this is a bullish reversal pattern telling us that we could see movement to the upside, especially if it breaks out of this falling wedge. We could see it pump to the upside. So that's telling me that bullishness is coming for Bitcoin, and we could see a move to the upside, pushing those altcoins to the upside as well in the process. We also see that this is the open interest for Bitcoin, and as you guys can see, it is mostly stacked to the bearish side. So if Bitcoin gets any type of movement to the upside, it could see a significant pop to the upside because it could see a short squeeze type movement to the upside because of all the bearishness stacked against it. Now, if the same thing works against it, if it sees a downside move, it could see a big push to the downside. So it's really going to determine what is happening right now with Bitcoin to see what is going to happen, because there's a lot of bearishness stacked in the option chain. So if it goes to the downside, it will push to the downside hard. But if it gets any type of momentum to the upside and that falling wedge breaks to the upside, you will see a lot of bullish momentum to the upside in a short squeeze type movement. So that is what we're looking at for the open interest on Bitcoin. And if you go ahead and put on the Bollinger Bands on the 2-hour time frame, you guys can see that they are starting to get tight, telling us volatility is coming for the overall markets and for the Bitcoin. As you guys can see, getting very, very tight, and we got that push to the upside telling us volatility is coming. So that's what I'm looking at for the open interest on Bitcoin. If you go ahead and look at the overall crypto market, you do see some green in the crypto market. ZEC up a little bit, FRAC up a little bit. So you do see some coins doing better than others. But if you look at the monthly time frame, you guys can see that some of these coins are up extreme for the month. XRD up 115%, ING up 70%, WOO up 30%, CSPR up 35%. So you can see over the month, some of these coins have made massive gains, even with this recent pullback, and there is opportunities in the crypto markets. As you guys can see, you could be up significantly if you held any of these positions or traded any of these larger positions. So that's what I'm looking at as far as the overall crypto market. Again, BTC dominance is coming down slightly. It was at 44%. It is coming down just a little bit. Could see momentum coming to the altcoins if BTC gets a push to the upside. Again, giving us a bullish momentum to the upside that we were talking about that we needed in the technicals of some of those other cryptos. So guys, this is what I'm looking at as far as Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency market. Hopefully you found this video informative. If you want, you could check me out on Twitter and Discord. I talk about stocks and crypto all day long. So if you find it interesting, it'll be linked down in the comment section description below. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
All right, guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you could check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. I talk about stocks, crypto, currency all day long, my trades. So if you find any of that interesting, go ahead and check that out. Link down in the comment section and description below. And I appreciate each and every one of you that watches to the end of the video. It truly does mean a lot to me. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.